So, I ordered my first ever mystery box. And I unboxed it already. So, all this stuff across the table, that's like everything that was inside it. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited, guys. I love this little shop so much. They're so sweet. And the lady who runs it is very, very nice. I found her on TikTok. And she just does these videos of her packing these boxes, and I loved them. And I went and I ordered one. I ordered a medium nostalgic mystery box. There were themes, like you could choose like Disney, or I think Mary-Kate and Ashley was the theme. And but I chose to be like random, which explains the random assortment of everything. Why don't we have a look? Like, I'm just gonna set it right. Set my camera down right there. Kinda okay. So, we got this bag of like sticker stuffs. Yeah, here. Oh, my hair's a mess. Hang on. Okay. I think this works. Nearly fell out of my chair. But, yeah. So, a lot of the, like, and she does full admit that, like, you get guaranteed things, but it's going to be a very random box. I mean, that's the point. Being surprised because you don't know what you're gonna get. But so there's little things like this Lego duck keychain. I think this is not Lego, but the other building block company, or maybe it is Lego. But this little minifigure. What I'm most excited about are these little McDonald's toys. At least I think this is McDonald's. It's the Tasmanian Devil. He won't, because he, as, I think he's supposed to move as he, like, goes around, but, so he can't face the camera, because he keeps turning, because of how I'm holding the wheels. But it's the Tasmanian Devil, it's Taz. And so she had a live stream on the day I ordered my box. And so it was me and a few other people. And we could ask her a question. She was showing me, and she was showing us some of the stuff she thrifts and telling us how she puts these boxes together. And like, we get like game cards, like this is from a Bratz game. I mentioned that I loved Bratz, but my like entire Bratz collection is like gone. And this is a little Hello Kitty tin that can open. And this is a Shopkin, I believe. I say that because of the face. And there's other things like this tiny, adorable Care Bear. And this Cabbage Patch toy. And because maybe it was a McDonald's toy? Let me see. It doesn't say like on the bottom, but it is dated 1994. So before I was ever, I thought. She's a little angel, and it's so cute. But I'm trying to get all the Littlest things all the way first. Speaking of Littlest, there's a Littlest Pet Shop dog from my era of Pet Shop. Oh my goodness. I had a Littlest Pet Shop collection, and they just kind of scattered over the years. This squishy yogurt with a face. I'm not sure what it's called. What it's supposed to be. Might be another Shopkin for all I know. I think this is Angelica from the All Grown Up. She did mention she had a lot of little Rugrat things. And, there's the Strawberry Shortcake board book. Actually, I think I saw her pack some of this in a video earlier, if I'm not mistaken. And there's these, which I think are just all stickers. We'll open those in a second. And, this kind of frog egg. I like the little frog face. Do I know what I'm going to do with all this little stuff? No clue. But I am going to do something with it. There's another bag of like stickers and stuff that we'll open in a second. And like there's like one lone Jenga tile. So I guess with the Jenga I could like set the little figures on it. I mean, I have a bunch of like empty shelf space for display things, so I can display my favorite things out of said box. And there's this little frog with like open and closed eyes. Oh, getting a phone call from someone I'm not familiar with. So, and then there's one of the kaleidoscope things with like SpongeBob and Patrick. And if you know me personally, I didn't like SpongeBob as a kid. I don't like SpongeBob now. But I do like kaleidoscopes. And there's backpack. I have no idea what this little backpack is from. Because it obviously comes from some sort of set. But you can like see the map, the side. I think I might just show it to my sister later. Be like, look what came in my mystery box. My sister loved Dora as a child. And there's this little tiger, mountain lion, maybe it's Ice Age. I'm not sure. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Ice Age. It kind of went downhill. What kind of looks like the stamp, or like just a piece of a playset. Maybe you stamp things with it. You can't really see it, but it's like a strawberry and stuff. And she has a lot of the markers, and we were laughing about like the markers and the PTSD from these markers. But we've got a newer troll. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Trolls movies, but I like Trolls in general. Like, I just like to mess with the hair. Oh my gosh, the hair. It'll look nice on my shelf. And we got another bag of little things. Looks like game pieces and little mini bag things, because you can see kind of there's something in there that makes noise. But what I'm excited about is like this little American Girl game piece. Maybe it goes with the game that I have. Because I have an American Girl game that someone bought for me. We'll go through that in a second. And then there's this Mr. Potato Head. Evidently from the Toy Story movie. Like he goes on little wheels. And then there's this Elmo, which I might low-key. In fact, I know I probably will give this to my baby sister. She likes Sesame Street. Or what she's seen of it, at least. And there's this tiny yo-yo. Is it supposed to be a Krabby Patty or just a regular old sandwich? I could never do yo-yos. They were not my friend. Like, I loved walking the dog with the yo-yo, but I couldn't actually make the yo-yo do what the yo-yo was supposed to do. And there's this tiny Rainbow Dash. Tiny Rainbow Dash. And, It's like little dolphin. It's real pretty. I'm gonna set him in like the window where you can catch the light. It's real nice looking when he's in the light. But let's look at the biggest stuff. So, like Your Promise, a CD. So this would be mine. The Bratz movie soundtrack. You know, the live action film. And you get books. You're guaranteed like at least one, I believe. So I've got this Bratz book, which I didn't know was a thing. And then this Mary-Kate and Ashley book. Which, funnily enough, I think when I got all those books for like 15, 16 bucks, I got one of the other books in the series, but it was not like my favorite thing that I read, so I didn't keep that one. Maybe this one will be better. I think it had to do with how like the spine was super cracked on the one I had, so I couldn't really read it. But I've got this Mary-Kate and Ashley book. I got a lot of those in that one book haul. I kept the ones I really liked. And I've got this Bratz movie, because you promised a film. I think I saw this maybe, if this is the one I'm thinking of, I might have seen it when I was a kid, or this might have been one I wanted but never actually saw. I mean, because it says their first musical, and wasn't Rock Angels, like, very music-oriented? But this is what I'm most excited about, was this Barbie book, because while she was on live, I asked to see all her available Barbie things, just to get a good feel of what she had, and she shows this book, and I was like, OMG, I had this as a child, I have no idea what happened to this book, can you please set it aside for me? And she says, yeah, I can do that, no problem. That's odd. Like, look. The logo is like half stuck onto this sticker thing. You can't really see it. It's weird. But I loved this book as a kid. Like, all I would do was I would sit there and spin this wheel. Like, the story be darned. I just liked to spin it around, and I'd spin it till I got what I wanted. Like, I remember trying to make it match up, but you can't really... Because, you know, it's on a wheel, you can't make all three accessories have the same pattern. And believe me, I tried. I tried so much when I was a kid. Like, you can't even see the book, but I'm doing it now. Just spinning all this stuff around because, oh my goodness, though. I remember I would look at these books and be like, hey, I want the dolls that are in these books, but they're just regular old Barbies. And now, why don't we open some of those other little, packages? Oh yeah, she closed it with Swiper. Oh, Swiper, no swiping. And like, they're cards. They're like playing cards. See, there's My Little Pony. And this one is the newer Blue's Clues. So salt and pepper. Oh my goodness. I'm low-key having flashbacks to like every... Like, here's a Star Wars one. And then Glee. See, I wasn't big on Glee either. It low-key bothered me. I don't know why, considering I like musicals. This is Disney. And this is also Disney. And this is a different Disney. Oh my goodness. This is one of the... Oh gosh, this is one of the little slips that Disney puts in their movies. Oh my goodness. And look, you can see the Disney Hawaii Resort on it. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious. It's Rapunzel's tower. Look at that. Look at that picture. It's so nice. And it's a postcard. Look at the postcard. Look at the back. Like, it's a freaking postcard. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to frame this. I'm just going to find me a frame. And then, let's see. This is Inside Out. Don't know what it actually goes to. It's probably another game, but look, you can see Bing Bong on the back. And like Riley on here. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna put these all back in their little stack in a minute. Because there's more. There's actually more to see. I mean, she did not disappoint. I get a lot for what I paid for this. See, these would be like game pieces. There's like this acorn, which I think might be Ice Age. Oh my gosh, Kaya, hang on. These are pieces to an American Girl game. I think these are actually, this piece might have come out of one of those box set board games. Here's blue. Like a little blue standee situation. And there's a bunch of these little nondescript clothing cards. But another Bratz piece. Aww. This poor little thing came damaged. But it's okay, we love it anyway. Or, no? Was it supposed to be like that? Oh, I guess it was supposed to be like that. I thought it was ripped, but they look like purposeful indents. I'm just gonna scooch the other pieces and... Oh my goodness, what are you? Oh, I don't know what you are, but you open. Like, I'm trying to... Oh, it's Mary-Kate and Ashley. It's one of the pieces, like, she talked a lot about how you would probably just get pieces to games, which is in itself a really cool concept, in my opinion, because maybe you had this game as a kid and it brings up something from your childhood. Oh my gosh, like, oh my goodness, like, these are all little American Girl pieces from, like, I think these were the pieces, like, remember when the box sets used to have those little board games? I think these are what they are, because you've got Kirsten's Lunchbox, Kit's Almanac is this little green one, Samantha's ice skates, oh my goodness. Will I definitely buy another box? Yes. In fact, I already did. I've got a book box coming because she does these for just random, and then she does movies and books. I've got either small or medium book box coming. But this is Angelina Ballerina. Like, I loved Angelina Ballerina as a kid. Oh my goodness, this is Disney matching some Miss Potts. Squinkies! My sister was big into Squinkies. We had Squinkies everywhere. Fred. Oh. See, here's Fred. This character is not ringing a bell. I don't know who this is. Spider-Man! And this one is Monsters, Inc. So this is Boo. Oh my gosh, I'm just having so much fun. And there's another little tile. So, Aladdin and Jasmine. Another little American Girl piece, which was Molly's. Let's So Mulan. There's a card from a Dora memory game. I do not remember what this bird was called. My sister would probably be low-key mad at me. No, you know who my sister's mad at? My sister hated Tico, this girl that spoke Spanish, because he could only speak Spanish. Sister hated Tico. Little blue paw print. Oh my goodness, I'm just living for all these little pieces. And they're player pieces from a game. There's some incredible memory. And a Bratz player piece. I think this one's supposed to be Yasmin. And this is Shrek. There are more American Girl pieces. Oh my freaking goodness. There are so many little American Girl pieces. I don't know if this was intentional, but I mentioned having a lot of American Girl books. But oh my goodness gracious, how did she fit all of that in that bag? How am I going to fit all of that back in that bag? Which I kind of have to do because the space is littered with little game pieces. Oh my goodness, so many little pieces, so many little cards. They're just so cool. Like, I did not expect so many little wonderful things. Like, I knew kind of what I was getting into because I'd watched so many of her videos. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna... I love all of these little pieces. I'm sorry. You're probably bored with me saying that, but it's true. I wonder what the Blue's Clues game was, because that's some traditional blue. That's not the CGI Blue's Clues and You blue. Okay, I think I got most of it. But we've got this little baggie now. Oh my gosh, there's a Harry Potter in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just kind of recently got into Harry Potter, so bear with me. No, actually, I got into Harry Potter at the behest of my writing mentor, who insisted that I was missing out. He wasn't wrong. Let's see what's in here. Come on. Oh my gosh, all the cards. Just all the cards. All the random cards. There are more little cards. Oh my goodness. There were so many American Girl games that I just was not aware of. Just look. And then here's a train from a Dora game. I don't know what the train was called. All-time classics. Cards, so it would be The Sound of Music. There are so many of these little American Girl cards, and I don't know if this was intentional at all, but I love all of these American Girl cards. Oh my goodness, these are stickers. These are Lisa Frank stickers. I love Lisa Frank. Like, I'm just gonna find something to stick all this pebbles and bam, bam. I'm just gonna find somewhere to stick all of this stuff and it's gonna be great. There's Cat Dog and Garfield and oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Toy Story 2. So Apples to Apples. I don't think I ever played Apples to Apples. Look at all the little cards. Just look at all the cards. Look at all the cards. There's an Avengers card in here. So that's Hawkeye. Oh, stuff fell. Stuff fell to the floor. Excuse me a second. Okay, I'm back. So, Finding Dory. Oh, and another thing fell. I'll get in a second. I think this is Lego Friends, maybe? There's Dora and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's Dora. There's so much of this stuff. Like, it's just all mixed up, guys. Like, I saw, where was it? Look at Sophia. Okay, full disclosure, I was like in middle school when Sophia the First started airing. Okay? Middle school. Keep that in mind. And I love Sophia the First. And I'm like in my 20s. And I would turn it on whenever it was on. I would flip over there to watch it. And they'd be like, but Liberty, you are not the target demographic for the show. And I'd be like, I know, but it's Disney princess. She meets all the princesses and it's magical and colorful and great. Oh, don't fall. Oops. Camera flipped. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. More Disney cards. More Disney game cards. There's so much stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. What am I gonna do? All the, like, the cards. The cards for, like, games and stuff. And there are stickers. And I think those are like Bratz pieces. Because they're labeled MGA and one of them mentions Sasha. CSI, I believe. Yeah, I think. There's so many of these little cards. Oh my goodness. Garage Pal Kids. Oh my gosh. Webkins. It's a Webkins card. It took me a minute. Gosh, the Webkins. You know, I actually put my Webkins up for sale on eBay because I don't love them enough and they deserve someone who loves them. They just kind of sit mixed in with all my Build-A-Bears. Fred. My sister is gonna come over again and she's like, what's with all the random stuff? And it's Harry Potter. Harry Potter cards. There's a Disney card for a game. Oh my gosh, more Bratz game pieces. So many Bratz Bratz game pieces. Probably not all for the same game, but so many Bratz pieces. High School Musical. There's some Friends cards that I'm holding. And then, let's see. More Harry Potter cards. Because I think these are Harry Potter cards. Yep, Harry Potter cards. Because it mentions Hagrid's pets. Oh my gosh. Now, you know what would be amazing? Is if I found Carmen Sandiego anything just mixed in here. One of these things. Because I love Carmen Sandiego. And I'm like the only person in my their 20s who knows who Carmen Sandiego is anymore. I mean, she has the Netflix reboot, but so people are going to associate that Carmen Sandiego? No, I mean the one who steals for fun. Like the 90s show Carmen, which was another thing of my writing mentor that they got me into. Because they're like, hey, you might actually really like this show. Because it runs in the same vein as Batman almost. Like, that's how they described it. Like, I could see it happening. They're not wrong. I'm just gonna deal with those in a second. Oh my gosh. Little his pet shop. They don't look like this anymore, and it's sad. There's a Nick set of little game cards. And then Shrek and Donkey. This one. There's so many little cards all over my table. Like you have no idea. So many cards. Because I just kind of had them spill out. But oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. So all these are like all Seen It games. Which sound really cool. And I've never even heard of these games. Oh my gosh. Another American Girl game card. Like, I am living for all these little American Girl cards. Well, that and these little Pet Shop cards. I mean, would you look at that? Would you look at that? That is like the littlest pet shop of my childhood. And these are obviously like Harry Potter. Because it's like charms and spells. And there are more American Girl cards. My goodness. The only American Girl cards I had as a kid were the trading cards. And that was only because my grandma found them. I don't know what she was doing when she found them. She was somewhere and she found them. And I think I've shown you guys like everything. Yep. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, but the shop, if I'm not mispronouncing the name or saying it wrong, is like Home Sweet Imaginations. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll like add it in later. But honestly, go check this woman out. She needs a big boost. She's amazing. And I will definitely film when I get that book box. Bye, guys.